The one thing that you will notice about the Appalachian Trail is that you will meet some of the best people on this planet. Today we're going to talk about it on the Legend of Teardrop. Who are those people? What are my examples of people like that that I've met? Let's just get right into it. This is Teardrop, and welcome to New to the Wild. Hey, what's up, everybody? Glad you guys are back. I'm Teardrop. Welcome back to the Legend of Teardrop. Now, today, what I want to talk about is the Appalachian Trail. It is called the People's Trail for a reason because that's what you'll meet. A lot of them, regardless of the season that you go. And they'll always, for the most part, be some of the best people you'll ever meet on the trail. Now, in this video, what I want to do is talk about the people you will meet in your 2018 hikes or future hikes that you'll come across on the trail, some of the people I've come across on the trail, and just in general talk about the good people you'll meet on the trail. Now, starting all the way from your trip back, from Atlanta to Springer or to Amicalola, there's a shuttle driver in this area. His name is Ron. What Ron does, and I'm gonna put it, I forgot his last name, but what Ron does is he does the shuttles. He's a shuttle driver, obviously, but also this man, and I used to see him every day because I was at the Wolfpen Gap Country Store, which used to be a hostel owned by Steve and Becky Gooch, which are also wonderful people you would have met on the trail, but now that it's closed. Unfortunately, their business closed. So I do want to give a side shout out right now to Steve and Becky Gooch because they are fabulous people. Them and their dogs, they've always been there to help hikers. They've always been there for hikers, and they really seem to enjoy doing what they were doing. It was a hostel that was in a gas station in Suches, Georgia. So big ups to the Gooches. But now back to Ron. Now I used to see Ron every day. He used to come in, fill up his water jugs, and he used to take about 10, 11, 12, 13 water jugs over to the gap. And when I say the gap, I mean essentially the gap between Gooch Mountain and essentially Sassafras, or between Sassafras and Justice. Those little string of gaps that you'll see right there in that region, because there's no water in that region. So what he would do is he would literally do trail magic right there and leave jugs of water for the hikers. I used to see him do it every day. And it was sometimes he didn't look like he was feeling well, but he was always upbeat. So I want to give a big shout out to Ron. God damn it, I forgot his name. Forgot his last name. But Ron, man, definitely a good guy. I'm definitely not talking about Ron Haven here. We'll talk about him in a little bit. Now, as you move further north on the Appalachian Trail, now keep in mind, I've only been to Virginia, so I can only give you those people. There are other people that you'll see further north, though, that I'll also talk about. One of the people that in fact, I'm going to get into them right now. One of the people you may see on the Appalachian Trail at some point, in fact, I can almost guarantee you will, is Matthew Odie. What's his last name? Norman? But Odie. He is the owner of the Hiker Yearbook. Odie is literally one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Me and him disagree on politics and things of that sort, but it never comes between him and I. He literally is one of the most carefree, lovable people you will meet on the Appalachian Trail, and all he ever wants to do is something for you and something for the trail community in general. So big shout outs to Odie, man. Odie, I met him when I was at Wolfpen Gap Country Store. He came through one night and presented the yearbook and let me look through it and everything. And Odie's a great guy. I saw him again this year on the Appalachian Trail. He was hiking southbound. I was hiking northbound through the Smokies. I saw him right around the Cosby Knob area, a little bit further north. Further south. And good guy all around. Now, one of the other people you'll meet when you get to the Neal's Gap area. Okay, now I don't know if the guy's still there, but his name is Pirate, actually. He doesn't work at Neal's Gap, nothing like that. But he's an old dude, old timer. Everybody knows who he is. And what one day, he gave me a shuttle one time, and all he wanted was some liquor. So I gave him a fifth of liquor for a shuttle into Helen. And talked to him for a while. He had did some time. Me and him connected because we both did time in the past. Another good guy you'll meet on the Appalachian Trail. A lot of people don't like Pirate, but I did like Pirate. And that's pretty much it for the Neal's Gap area. The owners of Neal's Gap, those are good people as well. So I'm not going to necessarily say anything bad about them. They are good people as well. I didn't have as many positive experiences in that situation. So, oh, I can't remember his name, but the owner of the Blood Mountain Cabins. I can't remember his name, but make sure you stop in there. It's a guy, a guy and his wife, I believe. That you'll generally see him behind the counter. Bigger fella, good guy there. No, those just popped in my head, but I want to go forward and get us to, let's see, Hiawassee. Hiawassee, when you get to Hiawassee, let me see, make sure I'm not missing nothing. Helen's right there. No. Okay. When you get to Hiawassee, you'll come into the top of Georgia Hostel. Bob Gabrielson is one of the absolute best people you'll meet on this trail. Now, he seems very commercialized, and he's from New York, Boston, so he is not a Southerner. So he doesn't have the same Southern ways as everybody else, so he stands out a little bit, and people, have negative thoughts because he's a self-promoter, which you have to be in business. He is in this business for the trail, but also to make money. And Bob Gabrielson's another good guy you will meet on this trail. He would do anything he can for you, without a shadow of a doubt. So his name is Sir Pax-a-Lot, and it's not just him. His staff. His staff, and when we go to Carrie On, that's Carrie Belcher. You'll meet Carrie Belcher at the top of Georgia Hostel. She's been there for the last few years, and another great person that you will meet as you move on down the Appalachian Trail. No doubt about it. Then there's other forms of Hiawassee, which you will have, Ron Haven. Now, me and Ron Haven have went back and forth. Ron Haven's, hotels, I've been very critical about, and we've been critical with each other, but let me say this. Ron Haven is a great dude. Ron Haven is a Appalachian Trail icon, and that's a fact. So as much as I kind of roll with the Sir Pax-a-Lot, and I'm not, it's kind of a taking sides thing, and me and Haven doesn't necessarily get along because his vision, his idea is that only criticize my businesses if you have something nice to say, and obviously we know business isn't like that. But I will say this: he treated me well this year, and he's always treated me well, and he's always been nice. Ron Haven is one of the nice people that you will meet on the Appalachian Trail. Southern fella. Big, it looks like Boss Hogg off the fucking Dukes of Hazzard. I like Ron Haven. I like him. Big jolly fella. I like him. In fact, I feel bad that we at some point got into it, and I do. The gentleman that he has working at his Franklin location is another good guy that you'll meet. I can't remember his name, but big guy with a beard. You'll see him, but also a good guy. I can't remember his name. Damn. Okay, moving forward, you'll get towards Hot Springs. Now, the owner of Hot Springs, of Laughing Heart, I can't remember the guy's name at all. No. We gotta get to the NOC. The NOC, there's nothing really going on there. Fontana, no special people. Somebody else I want to talk about in Franklin is Colin for the Goddard Grove. Colin's a good guy too as well. Make sure you stop in, drink a beer with Colin. Colin Goddard is a Goddard Grove is a great place as well, and he's a great person. And I'm not, listen, me and Colin, we can't even be Facebook friends because our political beliefs is so opposite. We can't fuck with each other on Facebook, but in person, Colin's a good dude. Colin's a helpful dude. Colin is another good person that you will meet on the Appalachian Trail. Now, moving forward, from Franklin, let's see, where are we going to go? From Franklin, we're going to go into, the NOC. No, that was before Franklin. No? No, what? No, it's after Franklin. The NOC, there's nothing really to see there. There's no people that you'll be used to. There's nobody that stands out. Fontana, there's no one that stands out that works in that area. But I will tell you, you'll come across some of the Ridge Runners sometimes when you're at Fontana, and a lot of the Ridge Runners, man, they're good people as well. You see, a lot of people are so worried about the Ridge Runners because they're annoyed by the Ridge Runners. In my experience, the Ridge Runners have been pretty cool people. I have no problem with the Ridge Runners. I think the Ridge Runners are fucking good, positive, cool people. Now, we go from there, from Fontana, and we go into the Smokies. Now, Gatlinburg, that thing's kind of closed itself down. Don't have any good people or anybody to mention there. Then we go to, when you come out, you'll come down to the Standing Bear Hostel. Now, the people at the Standing Bear Hostel are very good people. The woman that owns that place, that runs it, very nice woman. I can't remember her name either. But the owner of the Standing Bear Hostel, good people. The old time dude that runs Standing Bear, good guy. He's very businesslike though. He doesn't get too friendly with you, but a very welcoming place. I enjoyed myself there. Those are excellent people as well. But in that same area, there's a guy by the name of Hike Hunter, Ken Reeves. He will be building a hostel coming right down past the Davenport Drop. I think that will be the hostel to go to in the future in that area. It's more eloquent, a lot more. It may cost a little bit more, but it's a little bit more classy. Ken's a classy guy. If you don't know Hike Hunter, I'm sorry, but Hike Hunter is a classy dude. And that's just the way it is. He's a businessman, but he's also very friendly. It's the bearded groundhog is what it's going to be called. So make sure you pay attention because Hike Hunter, the bearded groundhog, one of the absolute best people I've ever met on the trail. I've hiked with him. I've stayed at his house. Hike Hunter's an excellent guy. One other thing I want to mention is Doug Pittman in the Georgia region is a hell of a trail angel. You will meet Doug Pittman, maybe. But Doug Pittman, if you don't know him from online, he's a hell of a trail angel as well. One day he came and got me from fucking Blairsville and took me all the way up to Hot Springs so I could continue my damn hike. And he would have came back and got me, but he was on vacation in Florida. Doug Pittman is a hell of a dude. He's one of them trail angels you gotta fucking meet. Good dude. Speaking of trail angels, we are going to go ahead and get into Miss Janet. Miss Janet, now there's some stories about Miss Janet that you'll hear, and I'm not going to elaborate on them. But my experiences with Miss Janet is what matters. She's always been very kind to me. She's very knowledgeable of the Appalachian Trail. Very knowledgeable indeed. I've seen her help other hikers that didn't have any money. She knew didn't have any money and wasn't going to have any money. And she literally helped those people over and over again. You know what I mean? And so for that, Miss Janet definitely is one of the people you will meet, should meet, and is on the Appalachian Trail. When it comes to trail angels, she's she definitely one of the better ones. Now, and that's not saying other people are not. She's just friendly. She's right there. She's a nice person. Okay, now moving forward, where were we? We were at Standing Bear area. Now, once you get to Hot Springs area, once you get to the Hot Springs area, the entire town of Hot Springs are good fucking people. It's a good feeling. Now, the owner of the Laughing Art, good people, good people. Even the guy that runs it, a lot of times they'll bring in other hikers, they'll bring in other people, and it's just fucking good people. Um, what was that? What was it? What was the name of that? I can't remember. But then you're gonna get to Irwin, and this is where things pick up, because you get Uncle Johnny. Uncle Johnny is one of the absolute most fantastic people you will meet on the trail. One of the coolest people. Sit down and drink a beer with the man. Drink a beer with Uncle Johnny, man. Uncle Johnny's in bad health, it seems. I hope he stays around for a while, because goddamn, I would hate for him to die. And before any of you got to meet him. I had the privilege of meeting Uncle Johnny, getting a picture with Uncle Johnny, sitting and talking to Uncle Johnny, working for Uncle Johnny. He's got another fellow there. I can't remember his name. Big guy with the beard, who through hiked in 2015. I can't remember his name though. He's there right now. Big guy, good guy as well. That guy's a good guy as well, and so is the woman that works there. I can't remember her name, but she does a lot of the shuttle driving. Shit, man, I can't think of her damn name. I think she may be related to Uncle Johnny or something of that nature. Then we're going to move on to Hampton. Hampton is a good. What's Jim? Jim at Boots Off Hostel. Excellent fella. Now, do not make sure you don't fuck with his sign-in book, because here's the thing about Jim. Good dude all the way around. Loved it. Enjoyed it. He was a great guy. But someone snatched a page out of his sign-in book, and he noticed it, and he flipped the fuck out. I mean it. He flipped the fuck out. Definitely a good person you'd want to meet. In that same region, that same area, there's also who's the famous dude that's in that area? What's that little dirty hostel? Shit, I can't remember. I cannot remember, and I'm gonna beat. I'm gonna beat myself up trying to think of it. Bob Peoples. Bob Peoples, I have not met. But in that region, the Hampton area, he's a legend. You got to stop by and meet him. The hostel isn't all that nice, but then again, it's donations and it's only $5. So feel free. Now, also the owner of the Bear Resort, the in that same region, he was a good guy. I met him, talked to him. He was a good guy. I do not remember his name. Now, moving forward into, we're going to go all the way to Damascus. Damascus. Now, here's the thing. Crazy Larry, definitely someone you got to meet. Good guy, funny guy, all around good guy. But the person I would suggest everyone meet in Damascus, without a shadow of a doubt, is the owner, I believe his name is Chuck, of the Woodchuck Hostel. That guy, now for me, I really enjoyed him. He was a conservative. We sat down, we had coffee, we talked politics. I really loved it. And his hostel is one of the more eloquent places there, whereas the other ones are kind of more run down. The other place, I forgot what it was called, is a damn party place. Uncle Crazy Larry's is a little bit in the middle. It's a little bit nicer of a place. And Crazy Larry, though, it's worth it. Crazy Larry himself is worth going there and meeting him. Now, after that, there's not a whole lot I can really say, but I will tell you that in the partnership, Marion. Oh no. Now, even though I wouldn't suggest going to this town, at the Daleville, not Daleville, Troutdale. There's a church hostel. Now there, the caretaker of that church hostel, I cannot remember his name, but he used to be a caretaker at Neil's Gap. Another good guy, him and his dogs. Make sure you go there. No doubt about it. Then you go into the partnership shelter area, and I will tell you this. What is amazing about them is the bus drivers. The bus drivers into Marion, and also the people that work at the Mount Rogers Recreational Center. You have to meet those people. Those people are full of knowledge. They were funny, older ladies that I enjoyed talking to. I enjoyed spending some time with. And then, of course, the bus drivers in and out of Marion. The bus is only 50 cents. Those are people you have to meet as well and have to sit down and talk to, without a shadow of a doubt. In terms of shuttle drivers, I don't necessarily have any. I used to be a fan of, what's his name? I don't even remember. But anyway, the shuttle drivers, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. Hostel owners, I think I've hit. Hotel owners, I've hit. Now, remember, I got off in Marion. So I don't have much more than that. But in the South, those are the go-to people. Those are the great people, wonderful people that you will meet on this trail. We talked about Odie. We talked about Miss Janet. Now, I want to just give a special shout out to the special people that I've met in my travels on the Appalachian Trail. Well, like I said, hike hunter, and these are not people that you'll meet, because these are people that I've hiked with, people I've met. And I got to give Hike Hunter. I met him essentially during my first hike, Ken Reeves. Big shout out to him. I also want to give a shout out to PJ, who used to work at Top of Georgia. PJ, who now is completing his Triple Crown. Another good guy that you just have to give some love to. Let's see here. I gotta give a shout out to Iceberg and Dova and God damn it. I can't. Oh, and Cavey, and then Ironheart. These are great people I've met on this trail, and I had to give them a quick shout out. There's so many more that I just don't have time to do, because what I wanted to do was talk about the people you meet. I will make a separate video for the people that's touched me and made the biggest difference in my life on this trail. But in terms of the people that you will more than likely see as you progress along this Appalachian Trail, these are the must-see, the must-meet people. And I know there's a lot more as you go even further north, so I'm just giving you the South. But there's just good people on this Appalachian Trail, man, and all of them will give you everything. They'll give you the shirt off their back. I know I'm leaving people out. I feel bad, because I know I'm leaving some people out. But anyway, the moral of the story is the Appalachian Trail community are good people. And once you enter the Appalachian Trail community, you enter a magical place and a magical little community, and everyone happens to know each other, man. And I'm honored to know the people I know. Honored. All of them. And they've made my life a better life, honestly. And thank you. if I mentioned you, and even if I didn't, if I forgot, or if I haven't met you yet, the Appalachian Trail is exactly what it's called. It's the People's Trail for a reason. And these people are amazing. Oh, by the way, shout out to Loner. Forgot about Loner. No, shit. I can't forget about Loner. Loner came out on a, but like I said, these are personalized people. I didn't want to do that. I just want to give you the people that chill me. And they're amazing people. If I left you out, I apologize. I really do. I think I hit every business. I think I hit everything, though. Anyway, I'm JB Gunner. Teardrop. It's the legend of Teardrop. It's good people on the AT.
Bye, bitches.